What's going on YouTube? Just got in from work and I'm very rushed. I've got an hour to be in the gym, so I haven't eaten yet today. It's 12:30. Gonna get some food in before I go train to give me that bit of energy. So I'm gonna have oats and whey. So if you're wondering what oats and whey is, it's oats, whey protein, mixed together and eaten. So I'm gonna show you how you do it. Basically, watch this. Weighing scales. I like to have about 75 grams of oats. Perfect. Now, I also add these bits in before the whey, so watch this. I add sugar-free syrup from my protein and cinnamon. So yeah, I add the syrup before the water. I've found it makes it like clumpier and I prefer it when it's clumpy. So, we're running low on cinnamon. That's not enough. Need some more cinnamon. There you go. Okay, so the kettle is boiled. You can do these in the microwave with water, but I like to do them this way. I literally just cover the oats, just enough to just cover them. I let it sit for a minute. I'm gonna run upstairs, get the whey, run back down, change my clothes, smash that in, and I'll show you what it's like in a couple of minutes time when I mix the whey in. So I let it sit, then I mix the whey in when it's all like how I want it, and yeah. Okay, so we're changed, and the oats are cooking up nice and sludgy, and we've got some time for protein I'm gonna chuck in. So, been sent these sachets by the guys at Time 4, absolute legends by the way. We've got double chocolate mousse, and we're gonna go for half the sachet. So half a sachet is 20 grams of protein, 100 calories. And I'll have the other half later. I was leaving in the cupboard, rather than going in with the whole lot. So that goes in there. You can't actually see what I'm doing, but I'm putting that in there. A bit more. Cushy. So I'm gonna have that. Let's mix that up together into like chocolate OT goodness. Now this is amazing. So if you're into chocolate, this is how you get chocolate into your diet every day. So it's not like eating a square of chocolate obviously, but it's alright mate, you know? And then you can, yeah, get chocolate in your diet. Fucking win-win. Now I like to let it sit for a minute or so, let it sludge up a little bit more. You can even put it in the microwave if you want. And even have it overnight. I'm gonna have that and a skyr yogurt. So I could have just gone for double protein, had the whole sachet in there, but I fancy having something to like eat as well. So yogurt, oats and whey. Gonna go train in a bit. So yeah, and a banana as well. I'm putting out a banana as well. Yeah, we're gonna definitely have a banana. But yeah, see you in a bit. What's going on guys? It's gym time. I've got an upper body session that's about to go down. It's pretty intense, so I will take you with me. And guess what? I'm gonna show you what I do, because that's what I like doing, it's fun. So, gym's around the corner, it's fucking cold out, so I'm gonna have a little like power walk to the gym, and then big sesh. See you there. very good session today. Post-workout meal. We were in the front room today because there's kids in the conservatory and they're very noisy and I fucking hate kids. So we've got for dinner, post-workout, chicken breast, cinnamon and raisin bagel, rocket and broccoli and a couple of oranges and a Vita Coco and maybe a couple of brownies. We'll see how this goes down, shall we? So yeah, I'll get a good picture of this and then I'll put the macros on the screen too. So, remember I had them chicken brownies yesterday. So, Joe made me 6, so 2 more today, maybe 2 later on, but I'm planning to save the other 2 for tomorrow. So, 2 of these going in, and that puts me on about 1,200 calories so far for the day, and it's 4 o'clock. So I'm going out for dinner tonight. So I'll show you what I have. So here's how you eat out when you're on a diet. So you're probably thinking, you're on a diet, Jack. How do you always eat out? People ask me a lot, how do I always eat out? How do I count and track calories and stuff when I eat out? And simply put, it depends on the restaurant that I'm eating at. So here's 3 tips for you to start with on what to do when you're eating out. So 1, plan ahead. So for example, I know I'm going out to dinner tonight and I know the calories are probably going to be quite wealthy in the meal. That means I need to eat today according to that to save calories for that meal. So I won't typically eat the normal breakfast or the normal meals that I would normally eat in the day because I know that I'm going to need more calories tonight than I would in a normal day. Does that kind of make sense? So it's basically changing and altering my foods to fit. And I know there's going to be a higher carb count. There's going to be a higher fat count in the meal I'm going to have later. Because typically when you go to a restaurant, they're going to shove olive oil all over it and they're going to make it in a way that I wouldn't normally make it. So I know there's going to be higher in fat, for example. So I'll save that macronutrient for that meal. So planning ahead. And what you can also do is you can even go on the website of where you're going and check the menu and even think, I'm going to have that. And you can even pre-track it if you want to. Like, I don't do that unless I'm being like super strict, which I don't really do anymore. But so for tonight, for example, we're going to watch the football, and the only place around that has football and food is the Farmhouse, and it's awful for food, and it's just not very don't taste very nice. But the lads want to go, so I'll put in the WhatsApp group, can we go somewhere else? And they're like, where else? Make a suggestion, and there isn't anywhere else really, unless you know somewhere in Pompey where we can watch football and get grub that's decent. Probably some kind of pub would be better, but it is what it is. We're going there anyway. I haven't checked the menu, but I'll just probably have like a fillet steak or some kind of chicken dinner. Like, I'll have something nice. But I'm going to say probably about 1,000 calories for tonight, maybe a little bit more. In fact, how many have I got left now? Let's have a look. I'm on, so far I've eaten I've got 1,400 left. So I'm probably going to have a little meal before I go. That way I'm not hungry when I go. That's another thing that I do. I'll eat before I go, like an hour and a half before I go. So I'm not starved when I'm there. Therefore my decision will be based on a fed stomach rather than being starving. If I'm starving, I'm eating all the fucking burgers. Do you know what I mean? So it's just planning ahead and being a bit more proactive. 2 point is save calories, which I've already said about. And 3 is just to have fun and enjoy it. Like, you don't need to stress over it. The minute you stress over it, you make the whole evening for everyone shit. Because you're like, I don't know what I can have, I don't know what can fit my diet. Like, no one in that vicinity tonight will know I'm on a diet. The only reason why they think I'm on a diet is because I'll film it on my phone and be like, this is what I'm having, this is how many protein calories, like, this is what I've worked it out to be. Or it might not be even on MyFitnessPal, because I don't know if the Farmhouse even is on MyFitnessPal, probably not. So I'll probably just guess it. So I'll guess the size of the steak. But I've been tracking food for a long time, that's why I'm good with weights. Like, it's a guesstimate though. But at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, if it's a few calories out, who gives a shit? Like, as long as I have fun, I enjoy myself and I enjoy the meal, and I have fun, like, that's what matters. Like, people are way too serious with this stuff. I'm consistent, so therefore I know that I can get away with having like a few calories here or there that I don't track for. Like, it doesn't matter. So yeah, I'll show you guys what I have, and then after the meal I'll give you an assessment on what it is. I don't know what it's going to be, and until I taste it I can't tell you what it's going to be, like how oily it's going to be, but I can just kind of guess. So this is the best way to do it, and it isn't, just don't stress over it. Like, the lads will probably have like 3 beers and a mixed grill or something like that. So they're looking like 2,500 calories minimum. Whereas I'm gonna have Pepsi Max because I don't really drink beer during the week, or at all really. I don't really like it, and they won't give me stick for that because they know that, and I don't give a fuck if they do anyway. And then I'll probably have something like I won't even take 1,000 calories out of it. So it's a decision that you make. Like I could go and have 3 beers, and I could go and eat a big meal, and I have done that recently. But like in a minute, I don't want to do that. And like it's a decision that you make, and you have to be confident in making. But don't draw attention to yourself, because the minute you do that, it becomes shit, and you won't even get invited when you go out. But there's no reason why you can't go out and eat every night, and there's no reason why you can't do these things. It's just having that understanding of what you're tracking, and just being consistent still. Like don't think, oh, I'm going for a meal, I'm not going to track it, because it's going to be high and it's going to upset me. Like chill out. Like a few calories here and there ain't going to fucking matter. But the fact you're still actively tracking it and trying to be disciplined is awesome, right? And even if you do have something that you wouldn't typically normally have, like it's life is there to be lived. Like, so don't think, oh, I'm on a diet, I can't do that. Chill and eat what you want. So that's my advice on that. So I will show you what I have anyway. Before I go, I'm going to have something, like maybe a salad or something, just like I said, to fill me up a little bit. But I'm not sure what I'm going to have. I might even have that same egg and chorizo thing that I had yesterday, because that was banging, and that was only 200 calories. I was happy with that. But I'm not hungry, so time now is like 4:30, so I'm probably going to have that about 6, then go out about 7. So do you know what I mean? Like it's planned very, very efficiently. It's like a well-oiled machine. That's what diet becomes when you're used to it, and when you've got like a routine, and it just becomes easy to follow, and then just ticking the boxes becomes easy. So what have I done today? I've planned ahead, I've saved calories, I've had fun. Tick, 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 and then I'll do the same tonight, and that's how you do it. Whereas if you're a novice and you think, I'm going for a meal tonight, oh shit, I've already tracked 2,000 calories today, I've only got 400 calories left, like, you fucked it in you. So plan ahead, have a bit of nugging about you, and enjoy yourself. So we've made a meal, 374 calories, 54 protein, 27 carb, 5 fat. And I'll show you what we've got. So, all that goodness. Chicken breast, some sweet corn, one of them packs of cauli rice, because they're good. Good diet hack, and some mushrooms and some onions. So, this is gonna go down, and then I've saved for tonight. Let's see how many calories I've got left. Come on, phone. Don't do this to me. That leaves me with 1,022 calories, of which I've got to get 53 protein, 160 carb, 22 fat. So loads. Loads left. Good times. So I'm gonna get this down me. A bit more work, then it's time to the pub. Hopefully Morata is gonna score a hat-trick, because he's my captain on the dream team. So we're a day later, and that scampi that you just seen was what I had last night, and it was fucking horrendous. But on the menu, basically I went on the website to try and figure out the nutritional information, but the website is about as useful as a blow-up dartboard, so I didn't get anywhere. But I've just checked MyFitnessPal, ended up not tracking it, but I ended up guessing it was about 800 calories. If you reckon it was more, let me know. Probably was way more, because there was 15 bits of scampi. There's quite a lot of scampi in it. And I had scampi with baked beans rather than mushy peas, and I swapped the chips for Mexican rice. So them two were healthy choices, and the portion of Mexican rice was like half a bag, I reckon, of microwave rice. But yeah, just not very good food. Don't go there. 100% don't go there. But I've searched for scampi, Hungry Horse, on MyFitnessPal, and it's brought up the scampi and chips meal with mushy peas, and it reckons it's 1,071 calories, 60 grams of fat. Never ever would you ever waste that on that, would you? But so I reckon swap the chips out, and I reckon you're looking at about 800 calories. So I got home with that thinking in mind, without even checking that, to be fair, and I had 2 brownies that you saw earlier on because I fancied them, and then I reckon that was about right for the day. Way higher in fat than I would have normally been, and lower in carbs, but you know what? All that matters is the protons and the cows. So I reckon I was about right for the day, and I slept pretty well on that. Not worried. This is the important thing, right? I saved enough, I planned ahead. There was actually a part of the menu saying light bites, but I wasn't going to go for that, was I? My mates were like, do you even lift? So I went for that in the end. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. It'll give you a bit of insight into how to incorporate eating a meal out that I didn't even want to eat. Ideally, you'd save it for a meal you wanted to eat. But my mates are savages, and they're like, let's go farmhouse, and they do dirty, greasy burgers. But yeah, hopefully you've had a great week. Hopefully you've been productive. This weekend I'm in London. I will get some sort of vlog out of the weekend, and hopefully bring some value in some form of content. I'm sure it'll be eating on the go, which probably, most of my videos are nutritionally based, but there's a reason behind that, because nutrition is where most of the results come from, and it's why people are struggling to get the results they want. They're grafted in the gym 4 or 5 days a week. They could be doing things better, don't get me wrong, but they're not getting anywhere because their diet stinks like shit. So that's what I'm working on at the moment, is putting out as much nutritional content as possible to try and bring some value. So hopefully you're enjoying it. Comment below what you want to see, and any questions, you know what to do. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon.